Welcome to Shree Learning Academy. Our today's topic is understanding and resolving authentication issues. So let's get started. What is authentication? Authentication is a crucial element in system security that verifies a user's identity before granting access to resources. So it's like asking for an ID card before letting someone enter a building. We want to make sure the person is who they claim to be. Authentication forms part of the AAA authentication, authorization, and accounting services that govern the security policies of a system. It's the first line of defense against unauthorized access and is primarily responsible for keeping your digital identity safe. Importance of reliable authentication. Imagine you lend your car keys to a friend, but they lose them. Now anyone who finds these keys can drive your car. It's risky, isn't it? This situation is similar to what happens in the digital world when your login credentials, that is username and password, gets compromised. Reliable authentication system hold users accountable for their actions on the network, maintaining a secure environment for data and resources. It ensures that only the right people, those who can prove their identity, can access and manipulate sensitive data or resources. Identifying authentication issues. Authentication problems are more common than we might think. They can stem from a wide range of causes, including violated user credentials, user impersonation, and the inability to log in. Let's examine these issues in more detail. Violated user credentials. One of the most common authentication problem is compromised or violated user credential. It's akin to the aforementioned example of lost car keys. If a malicious actor gains access to a user's login details, they can impersonate the user, access sensitive data, and even make changes to the system. When it is known that the user credentials have been compromised, the immediate course of action is to invalidate and reset them. This action is akin to changing the lock on your car when you lose your keys, and it prevents unauthorized user from gaining access. User impersonation. Impersonation is another significant challenge in the realm of digital security. In this scenario, a malicious actor poses as a legitimate user to gain unauthorized access, and they might use stolen credential or exploit vulnerabilities in the authentication system. User impersonation can be a severe issue, leading to significant data breaches. And when suspected, the implicated account should be disabled during the investigation, and the credentials should be reset once the issue is resolved. Inability to log in. Finally, users sometimes face issues with logging in. This problem might occur due to authentication service failure or communication issues between the user's device and the authentication server. For example, imagine a scenario when you are trying to unlock your car, but your car isn't working. Maybe the key is broken, or perhaps the lock is jammed. Similarly, the inability to log in might be due to incorrect credential, the broken key, or an issue with the authentication server, the jammed lock. Depending on the situation, one might need to reboot or reset system or reset the credential. Possible causes of authentication issues. The causes of authentication issues are varied. At times, the problem is as simple as a user forgetting their password or entering it incorrectly. Other times, the user might be unknowingly using outdated credentials which are no longer valid. Compatibility issues can also arise if the system has recently been updated or modified and the new setup does not support the existing authentication method. An example would be a software update that adds a two-factor authentication requirement and which can initially disrupt access for users until they adjust to the new method. System changes such as modification to the authentication database or server configuration can also lead to authentication problems, and this might occur if an administrator inadvertently changes the authentication protocol or if a system update alters the authentication process. Resolving authentication issues. Resolving authentication issues often involves reversing any problematic changes, reconfiguring the system, or restoring the authentication function. And if a user forgets their password, the solution might be as simple as resetting it. If an update or system change has disrupted the authentication process, an administrator may need to roll back the update or correct the change. For compatibility issues, users might need to update their methods of authentication to match the system's requirement. In severe cases, where there might be a flaw in the authentication function itself, the problem might need more in-depth troubleshooting and system reconfiguration. And this scenario could involve updating the system software, patching vulnerabilities, or even overhauling the authentication protocol. Assessing the impact. Once an authentication issue has been resolved, it's essential to assess its impact. Determining whether the problem was unique to one user or affected multiple users can guide future prevention strategies. For instance, if only one user was affected due to forgotten credential, the solution might involve a better system for password recovery or user training. And if multiple users were impacted due to a system change, it might call for more rigorous testing and change management processes. In conclusion, authentication is the guardian of digital identity and access. While issues with authentication can pose significant challenges, understanding these problems and their solution can help maintain robust security in an increasingly interconnected digital world. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do check out the written explanation on our website. And don't forget to take this quiz based on this video. The links are in the description box below. Subscribe to our channel to watch more interesting videos. And if you have any doubts, do let us know in the comment section and we will try our best to solve them for you. For private coaching, do contact us by visiting shreelearningacademy.com or on WhatsApp. See you in the next one.